Hi everyone, it's Wendy here from Wendy Wise Beauty. Thanks for stopping by and for spending some time with me on my channel. Today I would like to do a review of the Givenchy. It is the Prisme Libre or Prism Libre makeup line. This is a series that Givenchy has in their makeup collection. It is called Masters of Light and it is a 6-step process, starting with a setting mist and all the way to the blush. I originally started off wanting the new concealer and the corrector, and then I realized they completely revamped this makeup line. So I went ahead and I picked up all 6 products that we need in order to have this Masters of Light look. I have already done a 1-day test. This is day 2, and actually I have been using and playing around with the concealer this entire week, so this is not a first impression on some of the products. This entire Prisme Libre series from Givenchy, it is 6 steps. Step 1, it is called Prepare, and for this there is the Prep and Set Glow Mist. Step 2, it is Correct, and for this we have the new corrector. It is the Prisme Libre. This is the Skin Correcting Corrector. And then we move into Step 3, which is Unify, and this is the foundation. I have the Skin Caring Foundation in matte. There is a matte and there is a glow foundation. Step 4, it is the concealer. This is also new. It is the Skin Caring Concealer. And then we have Step 5. Step 5, it is called Sculpt, and this is done with the powder. This is the loose powder. And the final step, Step 6, it is called Color, and this is with the blush. So I'm going to apply all these products. I will be doing again today a full day test and a complete demo. The first step, this is the Set and Prep Glow Mist. This is a 3-in-1 product. It says it is for setting the skin, for prepping the skin, and also it is for touching up. It is SPF 45 and it is supposed to give 24-hour hydration. I can tell you from using and playing with this, it needs to be shaken correctly or it comes out in blotches. So for prepping, it should be used like skincare. It should be sprayed on the skin and then massaged. When this is used for setting the skin, then it should be kept about 30 millimeters away. This is supposed to be skincare, and the hydration in here, it is from rambutan extract for moisture, and then there is cherry blossom extract, which behaves like an antioxidant. This feels very nice on the skin. It is not overtly sticky. It is just an overall nice feeling. By the way, being that there are so many products and I want to give you guys as much information as possible, I will use timestamps. This product, it does not have a very strong smell, but it does contain perfume and alcohol. I also wore this yesterday and I can tell you it is a very nice feeling on the skin. This is now all set. We will move to Step 2, which is the correcting step. This is the Prisme Libre Corrector. I got this in the shade Peach. It is called the Skin Caring Corrector. By the way, this line boasts that everything is made from natural ingredients and it is skincare and makeup in one. This comes in 3 colors. There is green, there is blue, and then there is peach. Each color corresponds to the different color family in this makeup line. This is supposed to also give 24-hour hydration. The blue one, it is for balancing yellow tones. The peach, it is for neutralizing dark circles and for correcting. And the green, it is for redness. The packaging, it is quite beautiful. This is what the color peach looks like. This concealer is supposed to be perfect for camouflaging under eye circles and also other areas of the skin where one has hyperpigmentation or other irregularities. I will go ahead and apply it on the areas where I am wanting to correct. It does say to apply with the fingers, with a brush, or with a blender. So first I will go ahead and my dark circles. I will use my hands for one side. I will use my Pat McGrath concealer brush for the areas of the eye which are sometimes hard to get into with the fingers. This is a corrector, not a concealer. So, by the way, the color correctors, it comes with a guide, yeah? So for example, the blue shade, it is for foundation family 1 to 3, green is foundation family 1 to 4, and the peach shade is 1 to 5. The blue shade can also be used, but it looks like the green shade is more for lighter skin tone. I am using a lot of this because it is important for me to see if this cakes on the skin. I prefer using this with my fingers. I think the blender, it soaks up a lot of the product. This concealer, it does have a new petal applicator. So when it is flat, you can use a generous amount. However, the tip can be used for making, I guess, precise applications. This corrector, it is not very thick. So, for example, it melts into the skin. It is really more like skincare. I added a lot to my eye area because this concealer says it is especially geared for the eye contour. So for those who have very dark or deeply pigmented circles around the eyes, this would be a good product. A drop of this corrector can also be added to the concealer for a brightening effect. Next, we have the foundation. As stated, I got this in the matte formula. I bought this online and I got it in the color W370. Normally when you get foundations online these days, they send you these little testers, yeah? So in case the shade doesn't match, you can send it back. However, I got the color 370 and I was sent the foundation in the shade 250. So this is another gift for my friend Michelle. The foundation, it is step 3 in the entire Masters of Light routine. This is the way it looks. It is a beautiful bottle. It also says Givenchy in the back. This foundation, it is supposed to give a matte, luminous, blurring effect. This is what the color 370 looks like. I will leave some shade comparisons towards the end, comparing this shade to my other foundation colors. I will apply this with my BK Beauty foundation brush. I will apply first to one side. Upon first application, there is not a lot of coverage. And also, like I said, I did the first test yesterday, so I know how much product I need. This is one application on this side of my face. This foundation, it feels velvety smooth. It goes on quite easily and it is a general good feeling on the skin. It is a soft matte. This foundation, it says it is 82% skincare, and I believe 97% of the ingredients are from natural materials. Yeah, I mean, this does really not tell us much. It is natural ingredients versus artificial ingredients. It does not say that it is bio-organic or anything like this. So yeah, these claims, yeah, I think this is a bit misleading. This is supposed to be a luminous matte foundation, and I think this is true. And this skincare effect, it is supposed to last 24 hours. When I read this, I was like, oh my God, what is this 24-hour foundation? Are you kidding me? But I think what is meant is that this foundation has a lot of skincare ingredients, and this effect should benefit the skin for 24 hours. This foundation, it says it is low transfer, it is sweat proof, and it is also smudge proof. This foundation, the skincare ingredients they are talking about, it is annatto extract. Annatto, it is an ingredient which is used for clarifying, for helping, sometimes with hyperpigmentation. It is also used to reduce the appearance of pores. And this foundation, it also has capucine extract, which helps the skin to look more radiant. I was looking at the formulation, so at least this foundation, it does contain ingredients where they can make a claim that it is skincare. Also, one of the very interesting ingredients in this foundation, it is pink clay, which is used to purify the skin, and this also has mother of pearl for luminosity. So all in all, the formulation looks to be quite good. The foundation, it feels airy light on my skin. Honestly, it does not feel like I am wearing foundation. The foundation does have fragrance, but I cannot smell really fragrance. It is more of a cosmetic smell, and it does have alcohol in the formula. Foundations which are formulated to give a skin-like effect will contain alcohol. From wearing this one yesterday, I can tell you it oxidizes a bit. Not a lot, but there is some oxidation. When this foundation is applied, it is a bit yellow looking, but after about 5 minutes or so, it does settle down, and this overtly yellow undertone pigment does disappear somewhat. Actually, when I tried this yesterday, I did think, wow, do I have the wrong shade? But after 5 minutes or so, it was okay. So this was step 3, unify. So far, I am looking at my complexion in the mirror, and I am liking what I see so far. So now we are on to step 4. It is the Prisme Libre. This is the skin correcting concealer, or Prism Libre skin correcting concealer from Givenchy. By the way, in the foundation, I forgot to mention there are 35 shades, and the undertones are warm, neutral, and cool. It is same with the concealer. In the concealer, there are 24 shades, and I got the shade NC45. This is what NC45 looks like. It was a bit difficult choosing a shade online because there was no shade 370 which corresponds really with the foundation I chose. So I went the next shade down. So step 4 says to conceal with this skin caring concealer. I tried not to include any foundation underneath of my eye, but I did apply the corrector, which was step 2 in this Masters of Light series from Givenchy. From using this concealer yesterday, I did make the experience that this concealer applies a bit better when it is a bit tacky. I will apply the concealer on one side with my beauty blender and on the other side with a brush and my fingers. This is a 24-hour skin caring concealer, and I repeat again, the 24-hour here, it is meant that the skincare effect, I believe it is supposed to last 24 hours. I think it would be a bit silly to say that the cosmetic effect should last 24 hours, or you need a concealer which lasts 24 hours. I will just go ahead and pat the first application in with my hands. This concealer, it is medium adjustable coverage. It is supposed to instantly correct and blur imperfections. This is also waterproof and sweat proof. This is one application underneath of my eyes. It feels very airy and very soft, really comfortable under the eye area. I will apply this side with my beauty blender. Guys, this is one application of the corrector underneath of my eyes. This is the brush and my fingers. This is the beauty blender and my fingers. And honestly, I think this side looks for me a bit smoother, but I am someone, due to my mature skin, I tend to apply my concealer with a brush and then I use my fingers to perfect it. I find that I can melt the concealer a bit easier into my skin. I will go ahead and add a bit more product to see if when I build this concealer up, if there is any kind of caking, or does it set a lot more into my pores. I added a bit to my forehead and some to my chin. And guys, I did add a second coat, and I did this because I tried the Tom Ford concealer earlier and I added a ton of this concealer and it never looked cakey. So I wanted to see if I can also do the same with this concealer. I am looking at this in the mirror. It is looking quite good. I do love the way this concealer looks in combination with the corrector. Anyway guys, there are 2 steps left. The step 5, which is sculpt, this is pretty much adding powder. I got this in shade 05. It is called Popeline Mimosa. These are the 4 colors in this powder, and it says to shake and then tap on the skin. I already used this yesterday. It is quite cute because it does leave a stamp of the Givenchy logo. Isn't this cute? This powder at the moment, it comes in 4 shades. This is color 5, and color 5, it is Popeline Mimosa, and it says it's a sienna tone for medium deep complexions. And the shade after this one, it is 6, it is called Flanelle Épice. And it is for brown, medium to deep skin tones. So I will go ahead and see if I get another Givenchy stamp. I do have it. And I will go and I will blend this into the skin. This powder, it is very finely milled. It leaves my skin very smooth. It is almost like a pore minimizing effect on my skin. I do like this very much. It says this powder is supposed to absorb sebum. Yeah, all powders are supposed to do that. If they didn't, they wouldn't be powders. Wow. This is really lovely. This powder also comes in a press compact version. Guys, the final step, it is the blush. I got this blush in the shade 06. It is a 4-color loose powder blush. This is the deepest shade. I got it in this shade because I was really drawn to the different coral shades in here. Anyway, this is the way it looks because I used this yesterday and I shook it a bit. I already have a bit of powder on the puff. This is a very light application. It's just a very soft flush of color. The blush, it does not make the Givenchy logo the way the powder does, yeah? This is supposed to be a 3D blush. Let us see. Ah, there we go. These powders and blushes, they can also be used with a brush, yeah? But somehow I tried yesterday. You need to get more product into the container, and honestly, I prefer this, applying this with the puff. The blush, it needs to be worked in. It takes a bit of time. This is, I would say, a medium application, 2 applications of the color number 6 Flanelle Ruby. I absolutely love this blush color. I am not someone who likes overtly red blushes, and sometimes red or burgundy blushes, it does not look very nice on my skin tone, but the mixture of corals and reds in this blush tone, you can say it is mine. It really does it for me. Lovely. Guys, I have completed all the 6 steps with all the products in the Givenchy Prisme Libre, yeah, Prisme Libre makeup series. I am at the moment, I am loving what I see. So this is my finished look, guys. I am going to breakfast with a friend. I am going to put this to an 8-hour test. Yesterday I did about 6 hours, and I will leave the pictures and everything, the swatches, and I will see you guys in another 8 hours. Okay guys, it's me. I am back. It is about 18 minutes after 7. So I have had this foundation on a bit over 8 hours. All in all, I think the foundation still looks quite good. I have not powdered my face today. I have just gone ahead. I refreshed my lipstick. Also, it is very windy here. It was raining when I went out today. I was wearing a hooded coat, so it did rub a little on my skin. But despite that, I don't see the foundation breaking in any major places. The concealer still looks quite good. It still looks fresh. And I do not see it creeping much into my fine lines. Actually, with this concealer, my complexion, it looks much fresher than it did with the Tom Ford concealer. Also, it did not make my fine lines look bad. I just went ahead and blotted my skin. The blush is still there. Like I said, this is a super blush. I love it. All in all, I really loved all of the products that I tried. The setting mist, I think it also added quite a bit of positive luminosity and vibrancy to my overall makeup look and my complexion. Really awesome. The concealer is really good. The corrector, I liked it. I don't have any kind of dry patches or buildup on my face. All in all, it was a pretty good experience. By the way, guys, I have a ton of Givenchy fragrances. I love Givenchy fragrances, but I have never tried many of the makeup products. With the experience I have made with these 6 products, expect to see a lot more Givenchy on this channel. As promised, here are some color swatches. I have this in the shade W370. It says 5-W370. So this is the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. This is in the shade Brulee. This is the Givenchy, the W370. This one here, this is the Dior Natural Nude. This is in 4.5. This is the Chanel No. 1 foundation. This is the shade BD91. And here we have the Makeup Forever. This is the HD Skin, and I have this in the color 3Y52. This is it. Please don't forget to subscribe and leave me a few comments, and hope to see you soon again on my channel. Tschüss!